Well, Bill, for nearly 6 years, Richmond mom has awakened to wonder if this is the day she finds out what happened to her only daughter. Keeshae Jacobs disappeared in late September of 2016. Since, her mom has been on an exhausting and an emotional mission to find out where she is. Keeshae Jacobs, she was 21 years old at the time of her disappearance.
Keeshae was here. I think the person that I talked to that night knew what happened to her or had something to do with it.
This certain individual had other charges that involved strangulation, abduction.
I'd have had like so many people coming to me, Miss Jacobs, if it wasn't for you, I wouldn't be able to make it through my situation. I look at you, you inspire me. I was like, y'all just don't know what goes on behind my doors. The days I cry, the days that I can't get out, I don't want to get up out of bed, but there's always something in the back of my head, be like, you got to get up. And if Keeshae, if you can hear me, I love you with all my heart and soul. And mommy misses you, and I'm never giving up, baby. Keeshae was dropped off here by one of her friends about September the 26th.
Keeshae Jacobs, she was 21 years old at the time of her disappearance. I specifically remember mom telling me that her daughter would not run away, even though police had said, well, she's an adult, she can go and come as she pleases. Mom was adamant about, this is not my daughter. My daughter and I communicate, even if we have a rough patch or an argument, we still communicate. So she was very worried about her daughter and thought something had happened to her.
So Wednesday came. That evening, I'm sitting in my living room with my son and a couple of my friends, and I get a knock on the door. It's Keeshae friends, the guy DeMarcus who dropped her off at the house. On Broad Street, and a couple other friends. So I'd say it was like 5 or 6 of them. Then they proceeded to tell me that, hey, we went to the house that we dropped Keeshae off at, and the guy said that she wasn't there. I was like, so you did what? What house is this?
This is the hardest thing I ever had to do in my life. I just want my baby to come home, and if you see anything or think you've seen her, please call so she can come home.
In the years past, I've grown to know Tony, Keeshae's mom. This woman has been through a lot. And, Keeshae disappeared in September of 2016. Her son was murdered at the Motel 6 on Midlothian Turnpike months later. In a span of 3 months, we're talking, this mom lost both of her kids, still doesn't know where her daughter is.
I don't believe I completely mourned my son's death. I haven't. I can't, because I'm scared it's going to take me to a place that I won't be able to come back from and be able to do what I need to do to still fight for Keeshae, because I have to keep fighting for her.
There's a lot of focus on a Churchill home where some evidence was recovered. Tonight at 11, Tony Jacobs will take us to that home and tell us why it's so important to her daughter's missing persons mystery.